It is the simplest ingredient, yet the most vital. Across immense, sun-drenched landscapes.
For months, seawater is systematically channeled, allowing the powerful energy of the sun to evaporate the water. Once mature, the harvesting begins. These are not delicate operations. They require industrial power to separate.
The specialized teeth of the harvester bite deep, slicing through years of accumulation, readying the raw salt for its next stage.
The collected raw salt is immediately lifted, beginning its short, dusty journey toward the transport vehicles. These behemoths of the road await their payload, vital links in the supply chain that moves the incredible volume of harvested salt.
Layer upon layer, hundreds of tons of raw salt are loaded, forming small, transient white mountains that must be hauled to the processing plant.
Human oversight ensures efficiency, even in these vast automated fields. Precision counts when dealing with industrial-scale salt volumes.
The first phase of distribution begins. The trucks carry the raw salt, heavy with impurities and moisture, toward the refinement center.
The destination is the mega factory, a monument to efficiency and purity, built to handle the immense scale of the world's demand for salt.
Hours pass as the precious cargo travels. Every truckload represents countless meals.
Arriving at the facility, every gram of raw salt is accounted for. Precision tracking is critically.
The raw salt is now home. Ahead lies a labyrinth of steel and automation, designed for one purpose: purification.
The continuous cycle demands continuous delivery. The factory operates 24/7, processing.
The raw salt descends into the first processing stage, the initial holding area where the long process of refinement will begin. The factory swallows the incoming salt, initiating its transformation. Impurities must be removed, moisture must be evaporated.
Even the air here is heavy with the mineral. The factory atmosphere is defined by salt.
These colossal silos hold the immediate supply, buffer zones ensuring the refining lines never run dry of raw salt. Initial quality control begins immediately. Samples of the raw salt are tested for mineral content and moisture level, informing the processing parameters.
The first mechanical transformation is size reduction. Giant rollers effortlessly pulverize the tough salt clusters.
Through a series of screens, the salt is standardized. Only uniformly sized raw salt particles are permitted to continue.
Purification require purity. Vast quantities of fresh, clean water are needed to wash away the environmental impurities clinging to the raw salt.
The raw salt is ready for its industrial bath. The mega factory now takes center stage. The first cleansing step, agitation. The salt is churned and rinsed, releasing silt and clay that were embedded during the harvesting process.
Contaminants float away, leaving the dense, pure salt behind. This mechanical separation is precise and continuous.
A secondary, high-pressure rinse ensures any residual dirt is aggressively removed from the surface of the salt crystals.
Heat is used to dry the salt mechanically. Centrifuges spin the washed material at dizzying speeds, removing most of the moisture before heat is applied.
The cleaner salt now moves to the refinement section, where its structure will be altered and its purity finalized.
Remaining moisture is eliminated by intense, controlled heat within rotary dryers. The salt tumbles for a precise.
Inside this chamber, the salt achieves its perfect, non-caking state, essential for quality packaging.
After drying, the salt undergoes final milling. Specialized grinders reduce the crystals to the specific granular size required for consumer use.
Air classifiers ensure uniformity. Only the finest, lightest salt makes the cut, ready for final treatment. This highly refined structure is the result of industrial precision. Pure sodium chloride, ready for enhancement.
For enhanced nutritional value, essential additives like iodine are mixed in with surgical precision, transforming table salt into an indispensable health staple. Homogeneity is crucial. The blend must be perfect, ensuring every grain of finished salt meets the exact nutritional standards.
To prevent clumping in humid environments, specialized anti-caking agents are applied. This guarantees the salt.
This is the final physical checkpoint. The salt is now perfectly refined, dried, blended, and ready to be packaged.
From the rough, dusty fields, the salt now enters the clean room. Purity must be maintained until the final seal.
The final journey within the factory is rapid. The finished salt is delivered through sealed systems to the high-speed filling lines below. Every particle is checked. Highly sensitive metal detectors guarantee that not even the smallest metallic fragment contaminates the finished salt product.
Advanced X-ray technology scans the salt flow for foreign bodies, ensuring unparalleled safety and structural purity.
At this level of production, quality control is a continuous, data-driven operation. The standard for this salt must be perfect.
The factory begins assembling the final vessel. Packaging machinery operates at unbelievable speeds, forming hundreds of containers per minute.
The finished salt descends, ready to be measured precisely into its consumer containers.
Volumetric fillers ensure that every package of salt contains the guaranteed advertised weight. Zero margin for error. Every carton is checked one last time for weight accuracy before sealing. Any deviation is immediately flagged and removed from the line.
The lid is sealed, protecting the pure salt from humidity and contaminants, guaranteeing freshness from factory to consumer. Branding and nutritional information are applied instantly. The final identity of the salt product is fixed.
Invisible, yet vital. Every box of salt receives its unique tracking code, ensuring traceability across the global supply chain.
Retail preparation begins. The salt is bundled into multi-packs, making distribution logistics more efficient. From raw crystal to polished product, the factory's role is almost complete. Now, the world awaits the purified salt.
The final consumer-ready units of salt are now bundled into shipping cases. Robotics ensure speed.
The cases are securely sealed, preparing the salt for the rigors of long-haul travel. The final structure is built here. Pallets of packaged salt are stacked strategically, optimizing space and stability for shipment.
The entire palletized load of salt is shrink-wrapped, protecting it from moisture and movement during transit. The finished salt enters the vast, high-tech warehouse, a temporary staging ground before global dispersal. This facility stores millions of pounds of packaged salt, ready for immediate dispatch based on global consumer demand.
Orders are fulfilled instantly, guided by advanced logistics software. The salt is pulled from storage and prepared for loading.
The final human check, verifying the manifest to ensure the correct type and quantity of salt are loaded onto the vehicle.
Verified.
The long journey begins again. The packaged salt is loaded into standardized containers. Across continents and oceans, the transport network carries this essential mineral. The salt is now a global commodity. Efficient long-distance transport leverages rail networks, rapidly moving vast volumes of packaged salt across landmasses.
Overseas, millions of units of refined salt travel the maritime highways, connecting the factory to every corner of the planet.
Closer to the consumer, the bulk shipments of salt are broken down into manageable local deliveries. The final miles are handled by local logistics. The salt is almost at its destination.
After traversing the globe, the box of refined salt finds its place in the marketplace, ready for purchase.
The journey, spanning thousands of miles and countless industrial processes, culminates in this simple act.
From the colossal sea flats to the intimacy of the kitchen, the salt, purified and perfected, fulfills its destiny. It dissolves seamlessly, enhancing flavor, nourishing bodies, and preserving foods.
While one journey ends at the dinner table, the cycle never ceases.
From the raw forces of nature to the heights of industrial precision, the epic journey of salt ensures our most fundamental needs are met.